Hi, what's up? Good morning. In this 2-in-1 tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a bag and a notepad in Coreldraw 2020. As I always say in this tutorial, without further ado, let's step into it. So this is the our drawing page. We are going to go over to change it to A3. It's in A3 already. Then we'll make it landscape. So what we are going to be doing right now is the bag, alongside with the mock-up of the bag and the jotter. Follow me as I do that. Double click on this rectangular tool, then you go over to make a copy just like so. To the left, this is the side of the bag. Can you see that? So right now we are going to create the downside of the bag that will flip in. Can you see? So right now let's make a copy of the flap of the bag. Just go over, then you will get to your destination, right click, that's the flap. So right now we are going to be doing the trimming. Select the hold shift on your keyboard and select the main bag, then you trim, then you select this, you go over to trim, then you select this, then you hold shift on your keyboard, select this, then you trim. So go over, select this and select the side of the bag, then you trim, select this, then you hold shift on your keyboard, select the side of the bag, then you trim. So here we are. So right now what we are going to do right now is to make a copy. Let's arrange text and pictures. All this is gonna come with the tutorial. It's gonna be beneath this video. In the comment section you are going to download the resources in which you are going to use for this project. So let's continue. So right now what we are going to do is to pull the name of the what's it called, hotel, just like so. Center it within the logo, or shift on your keyboard, then select the logo, center it within that. So right now our next step right now is to create so let's select our ellipse tool. It's been selected, then you hold Ctrl on your keyboard to draw a perfect circle. So make a copy of that, drag it inward, then you right click. So right now next step right now is to change this to gold. So let me show you how to go about that. What you're going to do right now is to go over, let's go over to change it to gold right here. Let's change, then you locate change it to gold, or you sample the color from this logo to make it by dragging the logo, by left clicking you drag it into the object, then you release, option pops up, then you select copy all properties. That's settled that. So right now what we are going to do next is to create an object in which we are going to put the rest of the picture as an insert. So select that, make it bigger, then you make a copy down upward just like so. Let's reduce it downward a bit. So right now good. So our next step right now is to power clip all this picture within that. So what we are going to do is to power clip this. So go over to objects, locate power clip, the system is a bit slow, let's wait a while. locate power clip, then you click on place inside frame, then select the frame, automatically snap into that. So next one is to go over to power clip again, locate power clip, then you hit on place inside frame, automatically snap into that, select that, same process, go over and you place. Good. So right now let's adjust that. Hold Alt key on keyboard and select the object, release Alt key, then adjust the picture just like so. Likewise this, hold Alt key on keyboard and select the picture, release the Alt key, then you adjust the picture. Good. So do this as well, same process. Good. So right now, next step right now is to let's sample this color, change the side of the bag, then bring in this flower, let's change that to black, then you power clip that inside this side of the bag, then you hold Alt key on keyboard, release Alt key, then you adjust. Good. So right now the next step right now is to bring in the address, change it to white, let's center that, let's make it left alignment, then make it bigger, then let's rearrange that. Select the text tool, then you enter it from here, enter the email. Good. Can you see that? So let's adjust that. It's on your what's it called, a shape tool, then you adjust the space within the words. So right now left alignment, then let's make the name of the hotel bigger, select that and make it bigger. Good. So let's adjust that. Good. So right now our next step right now is to make it align it to the left, then let's create a symbol for this contact right here. So what you're going to do right now is to go over at your ellipse tool, click on that, then hold Alt key hold Control on your keyboard, then you draw a perfect circle. So right now we are going to create a symbol for an address. So then you make a copy of this object, drag it in Word, then you right click to copy paste. Can you see that? So go over to your what's it called, Polygon Tool, then let's make that, then you change the size of the angle to 3. So right now make it a bit smaller. Let's reduce it by that angle, then you select the whole thing, center it by pressing C on your keyboard, then you combine, select it within the object, then you go over to combine. Good. Can you see that? So right now let's make it a bit smaller. Good. So our next step right now is to drag this to the phone then you hit Ctrl K to so right now what next right now is to create a phone symbol. So you go over to your object, rectangular tool. Can you see that? You select that, then you create an object on the object. So right now what you're going to do is to make a copy of that, drag it in one, right click, then you pull this side up a little bit, then make a copy of the object just like so, then you drag down, make a copy of that, drag it to the left, hold Ctrl key on your keyboard, then you drag it into a destination that you preferred that it should be. So right click right there, it copies, then you hit Ctrl R for a repeat. So right now what you're going to do is select the whole thing, then you go over here to combine. So it's combined already, so let's create an antenna on the phone, so wet that together. Good. So center it within the circle, then you hit Control L to combine. Can you see that? So our next symbol we are going to be creating is for email. So right now hit Ctrl K to scatter that, then you wet. So right now what you're going to do is to create, select a rectangular tool, create an object, make a copy inward, then you right click, automatically copy it. So convert it to curve, right click, convert to curve, then you double click on this point right here, you select your shape tool, then you double click on this dot right here, so it disappeared the dot, then you drag this dot to the center. So can you see, you've created an envelope, select the two, combine, then you hold shift on your keyboard, select the circle, then you hit C on your keyboard to center it within that, then center it within that, then you hit Ctrl L to combine. Automatically it changes to this. So this is the outcome of what we've done. So we are through with our bag right now, so we are going to go over to create our notepad. So follow me as I do that as well. So what we're going to do, copy this aside just like so, then you change the the page to A5, which is the normal size of the of our notepad. So right now you go over to your rectangular to double click, automatically stamp into the page, then you position your mouse to the edge of the object in which you created. So right now hold Control your keyboard, then you slide to the other, to your left hand, to your right left hand side, then you right click to make a copy of that. Can you see that? So right now what we are going to be doing is to change the background to gold, then we change here to the background to black, the first background, then we change the back of the jotter to gold. So what we are going to be doing next right now is to copy this logo right here, right click to make a copy, automatically it copies, then you center it within the jotter. Good. So right now what you are going to do is to the way we are going to arrange this picture is going to be different. So what we're going to do right now is to create an object by selecting rectangular tool, then you change it to white. So right now make a copy inward, then right click to copy that. Can you see it copies? So right now copy to the left hand side, then you hit Ctrl R for repeat. So right now select the whole thing, then you choose group, Ctrl G on your keyboard, then you hold shift on your keyboard to select the main background object, then you hit C to center it within that. So right now what you're going to do is go over, select the three object which you are grouped, then you ungroup it. So right now what you are going to do is to select the back of the objects of each object that you created, then you position your mouse to the top of it, then you drag down. When you get to your destination, you right click, automatically it copies. So right now what you're going to do next, we are going to be changing in these objects right beneath this three objects. So what we're going to do is to change to another color, which is the gold. So right drag this object which is filled with gold, then you drag it into the object beneath these three objects, then you release. Automatically it brings up an option asking you to copy here, but what we are going to do is to copy all the properties, the colors, whatever is there. So can you see it changes? So right now you Ctrl R to select each object, then you hit Ctrl R on your keyboard, automatically it changes. So right now what we are going to do is to make a copy of these pictures right here. So what we're going to do is to extract. Right click on each object, then you locate extract content. Automatically the picture pops out of the what's it called, object. So then you right click, then you select the picture, go over to power clip, select power clip, then you place inside object, then you select the object in which you want to power clip it into. Automatically snap into that. So right now extract this as well, go over to object, then you locate power clips, place inside frame, then select the frame. Automatically snap into that. Same process, just like that. Select object, then you select power clip, place inside frame, then you select the object automatically. So here we are. So right now we are going to adjust the pictures individually. Hold Control Alt key on your keyboard, hold it down on your keyboard, then you select the object inside. So right now release the Alt key, then you adjust the picture. So same thing as the center of the picture, then you reduce that. Good. So right now same thing applicable to this. Hold Alt key down on your keyboard, then you select the picture, then you release the Alt key, then you adjust the picture. Can you see the outcome of that? We are getting there. So right now next step right now is to go over to select this flora, delete that, extract that, then you back clip into the back of the Jotter, of the Notepad rather. So Alt key, adjust it just like so. So our next step right now is to copy this address, then you paste right there. Good. Can you see that? So what we are going to do right now is going to be left alignment. So left, then you position the symbol just like so. Good. So bring it downward. So can you see the outcome of that? So here we come to the end of our tutorial. So we are going next to the mocking up of the bag and the jotter. Can you see the outcome of that right now? So what we are going to do is let's make a copy of this bag to create our mockup. So delete this, delete that. So select the side view, double click on that, then you position your mouse to the angle just like this. It's in the case, you know, two arrows asking you to pull up or you pull down. Can you see that? So in this case we are pulling it up. So right now select the main bag itself, you know, front of the bag, then you pull up just like so. So right now what we are going to do is to make a copy of that to the hand or back of the bag, then change that to grayscale, center, you know, hold control, page down, select control, hit on control, page down your keyboard, hold down your control, then you know, hit on page down your keyboard, automatically is sent to back. So right now what you are going to do next is to copy this, you know, object right here to the hand, to the right hand side of the bag, then you extract the content in it. So let's right click on the object, then you locate what's it called, frame type, then we remove frame, so automatically it removes. Then you select that, you know, send it to back by holding control on your keyboard and tapping control page down on your keyboard, automatically snap down. So right now what we are going to do is to select the two objects at the back of the bag and change it to black, group that, then select these two objects right here, group it, then we'll back clip, you know, this into the two objects, then you pull up just like so. Good. So right now we are getting there. What we are going to do next is to select circle, create dots right here, make it white, then make a copy of that to the other side, then you go over to your brazier tool, let's create a rope, you know, create dot right there, then you drag just like so, drag just like so, then you get your destination just like that. So right now what you're going to do, we are going to make that, you know, gold. Right click on gold to change the then you hit F12 on your keyboard, then you change that to 17. Good. Select a round, then you hit OK. Good. Can you see that? So what we are going to do right now is to copy this whole thing, the rope and the two dots, you know, then you make a copy to the other side. So right now select the rope, then you hit control, page down your keyboard, hold control down, then you tap on, you know, page down on your keyboard. So right now what we are going to do is to let's adjust the rope a little bit to make it look real good. So we have come to the end of that. So right now our next step is to create the mockup for this, you know, Jotter. Let's make a copy of that. So what we are going to do right now is to split this, you know, the back of the bag, then we'll create you know, mockup. Hit on the rectangular to create an object, right, just like so. Let's change that to gray scale. Good. So hit on what's it called, ellipse tool to create a circle. Hold Ctrl key on your keyboard to draw a perfect circle. So we are going to change that to a bit darker gray. Good. You know, send the object to back by hold Ctrl on your keyboard, then you tap on page down. Good. So what we are going to do is center it within this object by left. So can you see that? So make a copy. let's create, what's it called, a bit shadow to that. Good. So right now what we are going to do is to go over to object, then you break shadow apart. So group it again, make a copy downward, then you hit on Ctrl R for a repeat. You repeat that. Good. So right now we are going to make a copy of that to the other side. Good. So that's the back of the bag. Can you see that? Group that, then you center it within the object. Good. So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below, and do well to give this video a thumbs up so that other people can benefit. And don't forget to share and like, and bye for now. I love you. See you some other time.